Well, hello world, welcome to Raccoon Point Studios. I'm Sean Bombs and I'm back with another Behringer 73 preamp video. This time I have a pair of them and I ran this mix through it 5 separate times with the line amp gain at 0 all the way up to plus 20. I tried to compensate so I wouldn't be clipping my converters on the way in. The first one is the in the box mix, the yellow at the top, and then it goes right down the line and all that stuff. If you notice, the peaks to the meat of everything, by the time you get down here, this purple one plus 20, the peaks compared to the rest are like almost non-existent. So basically it just kind of compressed the hell out of it. Now this won't work on every single mix, but I think for this particular thing, I'm fine with it. But we're going to listen to it. So anyway, if you're new to the channel, I do a lot of guitar pedals, synthesizer, drum machines, and all that other stuff, some camera stuff, pro audio stuff. If you're into it, subscribe, hit the like, hit the bell. Let's get started. We're going to start with the in the box part. Now this is what I recorded for Behringer Part 2. And it's only one mic on the drums, and everything was recorded through the Behringer as well. All right, so we're going to start at the in the box, and I'm going to go right on down. And I'm going to switch over to the mix screen so you can see the levels better. And here we go. So, as you can see, as it went up, it got a little bit louder, but not much. I mean, I was gain matching them as best as I could at the time. Now you'll see at the purple one that I have highlighted here, the plus 20, I pulled the volume down to negative 4.6, trying to match the apparent loudness with everything else, or at least to the in the box mix, so we could really have an apples to apples type of thing. So we're gonna go between those two now, and you can just look. And I'm gonna, let's see, let me pull up this meter just so we have another reference for everything. Let's see, reset, boom. All right, and we're gonna start with the in the box. Alright, so it's saying it's peaking at -2 and the LUFS are -15. So let's reset it, and now we're going to do the Behringer at this lower level, and then I'm going to turn it up to where it can be. So that's all fine and dandy. But now let me bring it up to 0 on the Behringer. Okay. And let's see what that does. It's going to be a lot louder when I kick it in. We're going to start with the in the box, and then I'll do the +20 again where it was captured at. So if you look at the short-term LUFS, you see that it was in the box is -15 and the Behringer is at, let me see, I forget now. So it's going in between -10 and a -11, but the peak is at -3.9 over here on the Pro Tools meter. Let me go back to the in the box and reset this again. All right, so the in the box is peaking at -2.7, but it's like at -14. So it's almost an average loudness, I guess, of between 4 and 5 dB of apparent loudness, and that's pretty crazy. Now, +20 would probably be too much for most mixes. This is very minimal, and it's already kind of loud and distorty in the first place. So, you know, take it with a grain of salt. I wouldn't do this for most things, but it could work for certain things, for certain genres, you know, garage rock and stuff like that, or, you know, sludge, doomy stuff. And yeah, I think it's pretty amazing. And just again, to look at what we got here, I mean, just look at this. All right, that's the +20. You know, you do have some peaks and valleys and stuff, but when it's blown up, but I mean, when it's like that, you don't really see anything. And then let's go here. The in the box, much less in the middle compared to the peaks. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty crazy. And one last thing, this song, I did acoustic in the beginning of it. So let's see. So I pulled this I pulled the Behringer +20 back down to -4.6 to try to match them level-wise or apparent loudness-wise. So you can just really hear the difference even in this quiet part. I noticed that it's not terribly noisy or anything, which, you know, sometimes when you gain line amps, you're going to get more hiss and stuff like that, but I don't hear that If anything, it just seems like it curves off some of the high end, but check it out. It's not, it's not terrible for something that's that clipped and that low priced, and it really is it's up to your opinion and your flavor and your aesthetic, I guess. For me, and this song particularly, I like it. I did try it on something else at that plus 20, and it was not working. It was too much, grit, way too much grit. But that's for another video. And yeah, you can really tame the peaks. Like, that's extreme, but you can do it. And for this, it's like if I bring this back up to 0. It just squeezed the dynamic range, you know what I'm saying? And it's going through components, analog components. So if it's something you're into, this might be a budget-friendly way to get into analog on your master bus. That's what I'm trying to get at. So if you're, you're an in the box person, you've been in the box your whole life, and you're just thinking about, do I want to invest in anything analog that could be a front end as well as a line driver on the output, or use it on drums or anything like that? It's $250 a piece. That's $500 plus tax, and you have something that can add saturation and tame peaks to mixes like this. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to put that out there for anybody who's thinking about these things. It's versatile. Are there other pieces of gear that can do this better? Yeah, of course. But are they going to be that price? No. That's all, And can you do similar things in the box? Yeah. But is it funner to put it through some analog stuff? Yeah. So, you know what I mean? It's just like kind of aesthetics, or, just having fun with things and getting that kind of flavor and that saturation, real analog saturation on your stuff. So anyway, if you got anything out of this, hit the subscribe, hit the like, hit the bell. The next time I do a video on the Behringers will be drums and just different stereo stems, seeing what the line driver can add to things. And I think I'll do another video where I compare my AMLs with the Behringers, whether it's whole mixes or kick and snare, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit the bell to stay notified, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.